I've been really rough on this little tractor. I've made it do things that little tractors just aren't made to do. And at some point I gotta just stop and take a second to do some tender loving care. But that's not gonna be today because I got so much stuff to do. I really should, but I just can't stop moving. And so I'm gonna try to limp this along. It's low on oil. I put some diesel treatment in it. Gonna make sure the coolant's good because it did the heat light came on yesterday while I was mowing between the blackberry brambles, and so I'm thinking that it just got hot, low oil. We're gonna add oil, and I'm hoping that fixes it for a while until I can really look a little bit deeper into it. It really needs a new air filter, a new fuel filter, a coolant flush, new oil change. The blades below need sharpened. My brother was a mechanic and he worked in a dealership for several years, and when I got out of the army I worked with him, so we rode in together, and his Toyota leaked a lot of oil, so we kind of like a little running joke that, you know, we never really need to change the oil because we're constantly adding new to it. It's like a self-cleaning oil system, which is obviously we're just kidding, but I'm kind of doing the same joke here, except it's kind of becoming maybe not so funny. Maybe I should like really start taking more care of it. It's sometimes when things are free you don't take care as much of them, and when I bought the house I opened up the garage door, and not the garage door but the junk shed, my pole barn that came with the house, and I opened up and this was sitting in there, so I felt like it was kind of free. It's really not, because I mean I bought the house and I probably didn't get any kind of deal on it or anything, but I really should take better care of it. So I'm gonna try to do a video at some point doing like a full breakdown of everything on what I do and try to fix it all kind of back up, but it's not gonna be today. It's not gonna be for just a little while. But hang in there if you got one of these tractors, a John Deere 210 or John Deere 2210 with a John Deere 210 front end loader on it. It's not really designed to be a powerhouse, but it has surprised me in a lot of different ways, especially if you put the right tires on it. So I think we brought her back to life. The heat gauge is off, so that's a good sign. A lot less black smoke, I noticed. I think we're just getting a little low on oil. Easy fix. I found the reason that this was not working. It melted. Yeah, I need my electrical stuff. I'm gonna take it off here, reconnect it, and then we'll have to wrap this in something that's waterproof. Well, yeah, I can't believe it melted through this. This is what this is for, to protect it, but it melted through it. Well, it's not pretty, but if it works, we'll have saved some money. Alright, so I have my my cord here, and the goal is to set this in there like so, and I'm going to connect the rabbit waterers to that, and then I'm going to encase it, and then I'm hoping that this will stay waterproof, and we'll have a nice waterproof housing for all these electrical cords, since they're going to be outside in the winter. And we definitely don't want that wet. Well, it's not perfect. There's holes, but it is definitely not waterproof if you submerge it into water. But as far as just shedding rainwater and keeping it off of the electrical components, I think it will work for that. I'm gonna do a little bit more taping, fix all these little cracks and stuff that I got in here, and then we'll see how that works. So got both rabbit waterers going into there, got our three-way electrical cord. We're only using 2 of them, and then we got our extension cord in there. So all the electrical components are protected here. Then we're gonna have our extension cord that's gonna run to the house, and of course we got the overhang there that's gonna protect that while it's plugged in. So this isn't going to be used all the time. This is only going to be used when we know we're getting temperatures that are going to be below freezing all night long and all day long. But until we get an inside barn, this is going to have to do. And we'll make modifications as we go. So I can see some steam when it comes up. So that's, well, you probably can't see it, but there's steam coming off of there. So it's hot. So I'll leave that in there for a little while, make sure that's working fine, but it is getting hot. Just got to find something to put on the outside of this cord to keep that from happening again. That gets hot enough that it burns through its own cord. You would think that they would have designed it to where it comes up from the top, and so it doesn't come in contact with that, but it's just kind of a poor design. They send it downwards in between the prongs, and it's just inches away on both sides. It's not a great way of doing that, I feel like, but maybe there's a reason they did it and I don't understand, but it's working right now and save some money. I didn't have to buy a new one. These things are kind of expensive. They're 50, 60 bucks, so this thing's only been around a week. I really don't want to have to buy another one, so at least the horse can have thawed water, limp it by for another winter, hopefully.